Android version 4.1 introduced expanded notification styles. These are notifications that can be expanded by the user to show larger pieces of content, such as images or messages or media playback controls. In this example, we'll see how to use the Notification Compat class to create an expanded notification. If you take a look at the Android documentation for notification styles, you'll see that there are several to choose from. There's big text style and big picture style, inbox style, and so on. For our example, we'll create a big text notification that contains a larger amount of text. So let's go back to the notification activity code in Android Studio. So down below the line for setting the content intent, let's add some code to create the expanded notification. So first, I'll create a new big text style object. So notification compat.big text style equals new. All right, there we go. Now on this newly created big text style, I'll set the title that will appear in the expanded state. Set big content title. And this is going to be, this is a big notification. And along with that, we'll set the large text string that will serve as the expanded content when the notification is in the expanded state. So I'll write big text style dot big text. And I'm going to use a string that's in my resources. So I'll write get resources dot get string. And the string I want to use is r.string.longMessage. And if you look in the resources, under these strings, you'll see that long message is just this long text string that will appear in the notification. So once the properties of the big text style have been set, I just need to use the builder to add this object to the builder using the setStyle function. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll just say builder.setStyle, and I'll pass in my big text style. All right, so while we're at it, let's add a couple of action buttons to the notification. To do this, I need to call the addAction method on the builder. The action is composed of an icon, a text string, and a pending intent to fire when the action button is clicked. So to keep things simple, once again, I'll just use the app's launcher icon along with the same pending intent we created earlier. So I'll call addAction. And in this case, I'll just use our launcher icon. I'll name it action1. And we'll pass in the pending intent that we created earlier. And then I'll just copy this line and make another one called action2. All right, so now we're at a point where we can try all of this out. So let's go ahead and build and run. So here in the emulator, I'll trigger the notification activity and I'll click on show notification. So there's the icon. And when I tap on the notification area, you can see the original notification in its unexpanded state. But when I pull down, notice how it grows into a larger form and the action button appears, the title changes, and the content changes to that longer string. If I tap on one of the action buttons, you can see that since we're using the same pending intent, it just launches the same result activity. However, notice that the icon in the notification area did not automatically disappear. When using action buttons, we need to do that ourselves. So let's go back to the code and fix this. So what I'm going to do is back in the code, I'm going to scroll back up to where the intent is created. And I'm going to include the notification ID as an extra piece of data in the intent. So I'll write intent.putExtra. And I'm going to pass in as the key notify ID. And I'll pass in the notification ID right here that I've got defined. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Now, if you look at the code for notification result activity, You can see here that I extract this value when the activity launches, and then I use that notification ID to manually call the cancel function on the notification manager, which will cause the icon to go away. So now that we're passing this ID in, let's go back and try again. So I'll relaunch the app. Okay, I'll bring up the notification activity. I'll show the notification, and there it is. I'll click on the action button, and now this time you can see that the icon is now disappearing from the notification area.